Geeks, I'm Gaurav Sahani and I welcome you all to Geeks for Geeks. If you're starting out building your data science career, started to learn data science, you have probably often heard the advice that do start your journey on Kaggle. Also, learning data science can be overwhelming. Finding a community to share code, data, and ideas can seem like overwhelming as well as a far-fetched task. But here's one spot, which is Kaggle, where all these characteristics come together. In this video, we'll be going through in-depth understanding about how can we use Kaggle to learn data science and use that to excel our data science journey. So firstly, let's understand why Kaggle. So Kaggle is an Airbnb for data scientists, data analysts, and all the data enthusiasts all over the world where they spend their days, nights, and weekends on it. It's a crowdsourced platform to attract, nurture, train, and challenge data scientists, data analysts from all around the world to solve data science, machine learning, and predictive analytics problems. It has over 530,000 active members from 194 countries and it receives close to or more than 150,000 submissions per month. It's a website for sharing ideas, getting inspired, competing against other data scientists or analysts, learning new information and coding tricks, as well as seeing various examples of real world data science application. Isn't it amazing? Kaggle is a collection of more than 60,000 publicly available datasets and increasing each and every day by number of contributors all over the world, which can be used for your projects and experiments. With a huge number of datasets available, there are more than 4 lakhs notebooks available, which are various different approaches shared by data scientists and analysts on these datasets, which you can learn and grow from. Apart from all these, Kaggle also provides an amazing progression system which basically uses performance tiers to track your growth as a data scientist on Kaggle. This system awards and appreciates you for your work done. Each section, such as competitions, dataset, notebook, and discussions, have separate progression system which advances you from a novice tier to a grandmaster one. Rules change for each section, like for example, if you get 5 upvotes on a contributed notebook or a data set, you get a bronze medal and so on. And as you contribute more and more, your tier increases from a novice to contributor, contributor to expert, expert to grandmaster, and finally you reach the most prestigious tier, which is a grandmaster one. Now let's discuss about each section such as competitions, notebooks, datasets, and discussion sections in brief, and let's understand how can you learn and contribute on these as well as what are the performance metrics of each of them. Firstly, coming towards the competition section, Kaggle competitions are the best source to test yourself, see how can you rank amongst the peers. Kaggle offers a countless competitions right from very beginner level competitions to advanced level. As a beginner, you can always rely on some easy competitions like Titanic Survival Competition. You can later try with some recent tabular series competitions as well, which are organized each month by Kaggle itself. Now let's see how can we deal with the competition. Here we'll be taking tabular series, playground series competition May 2021 for our example. Now when you click on the competition, you need to accept some rules and regulations regarding the competition, and this may vary to competition to competition. Now firstly, when you see, you will be shown with the overview section in which you will get brief information about what actually the competition is, what are the expectations, and etc. Now there will be evaluation section in which the evaluation metrics will be given, what will be considered during your submission, and the brief information about the submission file as well. Now there will be timeline. So in some cases the competition may end for 3 to 4 months, while for these particular competition, the playground series one, which are hosted every month, they last for just a month. And finally the prizes. So there are 3 prizes for this particular competition, but as a beginner, I would suggest that learning should be our first preference than the prizes. Once you have got an overview about the whole competition, here is the data section. Here you will find the information, a brief information about the data for the competition, and you will be provided with a train, test, and sample submission.csv. So you should train your model using the train CSV, you should test the model using test CSV, and your submission file should look like this. Now, as a beginner, I would surely recommend to go for these tabular series competition which are hosted every month by Kaggle, because these competitions are not very easy. They actually depict the real world scenarios in which you can learn quite a lot of things. Now, say if you deal with this competition and you got stuck somewhere, so the code section is for your rescue. You can find n number of approaches and notebooks shared by a number of data scientists or analysts all over the world. In the later part of the video, we'll be also seeing how can you create your own notebook and start dealing with the data set. Now coming towards the discussion section, say you're dealing with this competition and you find yourself stuck and you don't know some concepts, you can surely ask your doubts over here and you'll be amazed to see that within a day or two your doubts get solved because the community is quite helpful over here. Now coming towards the leaderboard section is where the rankings are displayed, and finally the rules and the team section where you and your friends can participate together. Coming towards the progression of the competitions, the number of medals awarded per competition varies depending on the size of the competition. Say if you have participated in a competition where the participants are between 100 to 249, and you are in the top 40%, you will be awarded a bronze medal. Or if you are in top 20%, you will be awarded as a silver. And if you are in the top 10, you will be awarded a gold medal. Now, coming towards the expert rank, for achieving the expert rank, you should have at least two bronze medals. Now, progressing from expert to master, you need one gold medal and two silver medals. And finally, for grandmaster, you need five gold medals and one solo gold medal. That is, you need to participate as individual. Once you start dealing with the competitions, you get an idea about the real world problems and the scenarios. So trying to decode them surely builds a good data analyst or a scientist within you. If you get stuck somewhere, you can just refer solutions by the other Kagglers, where you can learn many things, new approaches, new solutions, how a problem can be dealt with number of ways. This not only improves your knowledge but also builds a problem solving skills within you. Coming towards the next interesting section, which is datasets. Datasets is not just a simple data repository. Each dataset is a community where you can discuss data, discover public code and techniques, and create your own projects in your notebooks. You can find many different and thousands of interesting datasets of all shapes and sizes if you can take time to look around and find them. You can explore each dataset, explore different approaches from the notebooks associated with those datasets. Also, you can contribute your own dataset to the community. There are lakhs of datasets freely available which you can use to enhance and experiment with your data science skills and knowledge. You can choose from a variety of datasets with different use cases such as medical, NLP, finance, and much more for your data science projects. Now let's dive into codes or notebook section and see how can you use the datasets and use them in your notebooks. Codes and notebooks are plentiful on Kaggle. If you want to see countless examples of codes from other Kaggle users, you can easily search notebooks that include code as well as the text where most users comment their code nicely. It's a great way to learn, practice, and see how others perform similar problems. You can see several examples that will show end-to-end machine learning models. So any problem you ran into, you can search for similar approaches and you'll be amazed to see hundreds of different approaches from which you can learn from. After all, it's about learning and sharing. You learn from other notebooks and share your approaches to the community. Now we'll be seeing how can we use particular data set and how can we create the notebook out of it. And in the notebook, how can we import that particular data set which will be used for our EDA or any machine learning approaches. So for that purpose, we'll be using some popular data set, heart attack analysis and prediction data set. Now when we click on this, we will find the code where you can see several approaches by different analysts or data scientists and the discussions where people have shared their doubts. Now for dealing the data set, you need to click on the code and the new notebook over here. Now this will open up a Kaggle kernel in which on the right hand side there will be a input file and the output file which will be default. The languages you can select Python or R. The option is yours. The accelerator. So If the task needs a higher computation power, you can also select the GPU or the TPU section. Now what we'll do is firstly name our notebook as heart attack analysis for our understanding, and we'll execute the first code, which is the default code, which will import pandas and numpy. Now since the pandas and numpy are already imported, we'll just create a new variable df in which we'll import pd.readcsv, and we can take the file by clicking over here. Now this will pop up a heart.csv, which is the actual data, and you can see all the features popped up over here. Now just copy the file path from this section, and we just need to paste this. Now as you can see, our data has been successfully imported using pd.readcsv and saved in our variable say df. So let's execute df.head to see our data. And for the sake of example, we'll just plot a simple histogram of our target variable output. So df output dot hist, and the histogram has been plotted. Now in similar way, you can perform n number of EDA exploratory data analysis and perform number of analysis on this data. You can create your own machine learning models, experiment with the data, and experiment with your skills. If you need more computation, you can just choose accelerator as GPU or TPU. And once you are done with this notebook, it depends upon you to share that notebook with the community or keep it private. So if you wish to share your amazing notebook with the community, you just need to click on the share option. By default, it will be private. You need to click on this and click on public and click on save. Now automatically when you click on save version, your notebook will be shared with the community. Now let's click on save version. You can name this version as anything, say v1, which represent the version 1, and there are two options in which you can choose from, that is save and run all and quick save. So quick save will save a version of your notebook the way it currently looks, and save and run version will run a fresh copy of your notebook and save the output. So here we'll be just executing quick save and save. Now as you can see, the first version of our notebook has been saved successfully, and when we click on our profile, say this is my profile, and in the code section you can find my new notebook published openly with the community. So anyone who wish to see my notebook can watch my notebook, and they can even upvote this. Talking about the progression rules for datasets and medals are similar. Say if you are getting 5 upvotes, you will be awarded with a bronze medal. If you are getting 20 upvotes, you will be awarded as a silver medal. And if you are getting 50 upvotes, you will be awarded as a gold medal. And coming towards the tiers, to get into expert tier, you need 3 bronze medals for dataset and 5 bronze medals for notebooks. For coming to master, you need 10 silver medals for notebooks, while 1 gold medal and 4 silver medals for master. And for the prestigious Grandmaster rank, you need 15 gold medals for notebook, while 5 gold medals and 5 silver medals for datasets. Now coming towards the discussion section, this is the best part of the Kaggle which I admire the most. Like Medium, GitHub, Stack Overflow and LinkedIn, Kaggle serves a huge community where data analysts, data scientists, machine learning engineers can come to learn, grow and network. The Kaggle discussion section is divided into various subsections such as beginner, NLP, data visualization, XGBoost, and there are also site forums such as Kaggle forum, getting started, question answers. So getting started is basically a first stop for new Kagglers, curated specially for beginners. Now, for example, you got into doubt regarding NLP, that is natural language processing. So you need to click over here. Now you can join community to get the latest updates regarding the discussions. And if you have the doubt, you can click on new topic. You can add the topic title and the description regarding your doubt. Now even you can contribute by solving doubts of other Kagglers and sharing some useful content to the community. After all, it's all about learning and sharing. The more you learn here, try to give back to community to grow faster. Coming towards the progression for discussions, you just need one upvote to get awarded a bronze medal. You need 5 upvotes to get awarded as a silver medal. And finally, you need 10 upvotes to get awarded as a gold medal. Now, talking about the tiers, for coming to expert rank, you need 50 bronze medals. Now, from expert to master tier, you need 50 silver medals with 200 medals in total. So, this may include bronze and silver as well as gold. Now, for coming to this grandmaster rank, you need 50 gold medals and 500 medals in total. Lastly, you can learn a lot of technical skills from here. You can learn from others' work as well as you can implement by yourself. Even I have learned a lot of things from Kaggle, so it serves as a best reference if you are a newbie in data science and ML. If you don't have a good enough GPU, you can work here on Kaggle. It has user-friendly UI and support for R and Python as well. Most importantly, Kaggle serves as an online portfolio through which you can showcase your work to the world. When you learn and contribute more and more, you create an impressive profile which can be taken into consideration by recruiters for shortlisting you for the interviews, and also it serves a plus point for your selection. Well, I wish you guys all the very best for your Kaggle journey. Thank you so much for watching. So if you have any doubts regarding whatever I have explained in this video, please do ask in the comment section below. And if you find this video helpful, please make sure that you like this video and subscribe to Geeks for Geeks YouTube channel.